So Mark Zuckerberg's been hitting the headlines this last week because he effectively conceded to MAGA and Elon and Trump and all those goofy goobers that everybody just really loves. He had a lot to say about it, but I have a lot to say about what he had a lot to say about. Guys, I'm not even gonna joke here. I've actually never watched the Joe Rogan Experience. I mean, I've seen clips and stuff, and I people every time people try to show me the Joe Rogan Experience, they're like, "Here, man, you gotta see this." So look, he's like the one guy that was talking about the mushrooms. That was an interesting guest, right? Well, anyway, so he's going to be talking to our Lord and Savior Mark Zuckerberg, and I've already seen a lot of this, and I'm just gonna fucking basically put this on where is it? Playback speed. Let's do 1.75.
This recent announcement that you did about content moderation, how has that been received?
Wait, what was the announcement?
Because it's time to get back to our roots around free expression on Facebook and Instagram. I started building social media to give people a voice. I gave a speech at Georgetown 5 years ago about the importance of protecting free expression, and I still believe this today. But a lot has happened over the last several years. There's been widespread debate about potential harms from online content. Governments and legacy media have pushed to censor more and more. A lot of this is clearly...
Wait, okay, so I'm confused about the government and legacy media to push when it's like his platform, right? It's his platform.
We tried in good faith to address those concerns without becoming the arbiters of truth. But the fact checkers have just been too politically biased and have destroyed more trust than they've created, especially in the US.
Brother, it's your platform. Those are your fact checkers, right? Like am I just tripping when I say that? Is he not in charge of Facebook anymore? Does he not run Facebook anymore? Like am I missing something?
What started as a movement to be more inclusive has increasingly been used to shut down opinions and shut out people with different ideas. And it's...
Okay, so you created a platform and you made it to where that platform is that way. You literally have a private company where you allowed the fact checkers to come on here and censor. I'm not for censorship. This is so weird because he's clearly just doing this because Trump won the election. That's literally the only reason why he's doing this.
Finally, we're going to work with President Trump to push back on governments around the world that are going after American companies and pushing to censor more.
He's a cock. This is crazy. I think the real major culprit for misinformation, during the present day going forward, is AI. Which is actually fucking crazy because they're rolling out AI accounts. I think this is what it is, right? This is actually Meta introducing social platforms from Meta's AIs. They're actually making AI accounts for Facebook and Instagram and shit. Meta removes AI character accounts after users criticize them as creepy and unnecessary. Well, I mean, obviously. Did they use Snoop Dogg from too? That's crazy. Since late 2023, around a dozen artificial intelligence. I'm sure there's more. I mean, basically Reddit and Twitter and Facebook and all these platforms, basically every platform you can possibly think of. Almost every single platform in the entirety of the cyberspace is flooded with fucking bots. Dead internet theory is already crazy, and Meta made it very clear multiple times that they want more AI. So I guess they got a lot of feedback about creepy and unnecessary AI accounts, so I guess they decided maybe not to go through with that. So despite what the fuck happened with the AI accounts, which is crazy to me because I actually have something to show you guys. I'm 99% sure that these are scams. Okay, so I recorded some of these on my phone because they're super heavy into my algorithm.
Have you been scammed online? Don't worry, contact us. We are an international team of anti-fraud lawyers. If you have become a victim of online fraud, please contact us to help you recover your funds.
I've reported a lot of these posts to try to get them away, and I blocked the users and said see less of this content or hide ads like these. And it's basically an AI lawyer guy standing there saying, have you been scammed? And it just blows my fucking mind.
Have you been scammed online? Get your money back in 48 hours.
I got feedback from Meta and they said that they're not taking it down. They're leaving it up, and I'm almost 100% sure that it's a scam. But I leave room for doubt and shit. But they let these ads run. It's a blatant scam.
You only start one of these companies if you believe in giving people a voice, right? I mean the whole point of social...
Or fucking make money. What are you talking about?
It was just kind of well known across the company that we were trying to give people the ability to share as much as possible, and issues would come up, practical issues, right? So if someone's getting bullied, for example, we deal with that, or we put in place systems to fight bullying.
Right. Okay, so he's saying that it's practical issues to fight bullying. I'm sure there's plenty of people who have the ideology that it's specifically Republicans they have the ideology that, oh, this kid needs to get bullied more. He's not tough enough, right?
People started pushing for like ideological-based censorship, and I think it was two main events that really triggered this.
See, this
In
guy.
20
So he's talking about like ideological things. Like these ideological censorships are bad because they're stopping people from having a voice. But he's telling like stopping bullying is practical. Like, there's nothing ideological about that because people are actually going out and saying stuff like, oh, we need more bullying, this kid needs to get bullied more, like kids aren't getting bullied enough. That's being said by people every single fucking day. Homophobia is being censored, obviously, and transphobia is being censored, obviously, and these are two things that are not good. You're criticizing, you're being prejudiced, you're discriminating, you're antagonizing these people. It's not good. There's tons of racists all over Twitter. You can go on Twitter and you'll see the N-word in like 5 minutes, and somehow that doesn't qualify as bullying. You're okay with getting rid of bullying, but you're not okay with people. See, that's the point. That's the difference why he's conceding to Trump and Elon right now, is because it's so flip-floppity. He doesn't mean any of this shit. He's only doing it to get on their good side because they're winning the whole thing right now. I think it's completely pathetic. I don't think he should really be censoring that much. He can if he wants to. I think if you want to, you should stick to your fucking guns and do that, right? Like I'm firmly kind of against it because I don't mind engaging with people like that. I don't mind with debating with people like that. Or you should just fucking put your phone down and walk away. Go touch grass, honestly. Like, you don't have to sit there and fucking engage in it. You don't have to sit there and engage with social media. You can get up and walk away if you see something that you don't like. If he wants to have censorship on his platform, which clearly he did at some point, and he's going to sit here and blame the Biden administration for everything, and he's not going to take any accountability for that. He clearly allowed this to happen for so long, and he doesn't stick to his guns on it.
We just face this massive institutional pressure to basically start censoring content on ideological grounds. A lot of folks in the media who are basically saying, okay, there's no way that this guy could have gotten elected except for misinformation. People can't actually believe this stuff, right? It has to be that there's this kind of like massive misinformation out there. Some of it started with the Russia collusion stuff, but it kind of morphed into different things over time.
Well, he was so ideologically polarizing.
But that's the thing, is he doesn't understand, because it literally was misinformation because people just actually believed it. people actually genuinely believe in Trump, and Trump says the most outrageous, fucking outlandish shit. Like, he wants to buy Greenland and Canada, the Panama Canal. He wants to change the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America because Biden banned fucking offshore drilling. I'm talking about his intelligence things, not like the mean things he said. Trump says mean things, whatever, we get over it. It's not a big fucking deal. Donald Trump could literally whip out a pistol, shoot a child in the face on live TV, and then turn around and say, this was good for America, and Republicans would literally cry and worship him and pray to God and Jesus because Trump is so amazing.
I was really worried from the beginning about basically becoming this sort of decider of what is true in the world. Right? That's a kind of a crazy position to be in for billions of people using your service. And so we tried to put in place a system that would deal with it. And early on tried to basically make it so that it was really limited. We're like, all right, we're just going to have the system where there's these third-party fact checkers, and they can.
I just want to remind everybody right now that that Meta actually refused to remove AI scam ads for fake lawyers.
Have you been scammed online?
At the beginning, it was, it's like a legitimate public health crisis, in the beginning. And it's,
the whole time.
Even people who are like the most.
What do you mean in the beginning? COVID is still around. It's still a brand new disease that we have to fucking cope and see that.
And like in the beginning, it was like, okay, there aren't enough masks. Masks aren't that important. And then it's like, oh no, you have to wear a mask. And, like everything was shifting around. It just became very difficult to kind of follow. And this really hit the most extreme, I'd say, during the Biden administration when they were trying to roll out the vaccine program. And I'm generally like pretty pro rolling out vaccines. I think on balance, the vaccines are more positive than negative. But I think that while they're trying to push that program, they also tried to censor anyone who was basically arguing against it. And they pushed a super.
Okay, but yeah, exactly. But what the fuck? Side effects after getting a COVID-19 vaccine can vary from person to person. Some people experience a little discomfort and continue to go about their day. Others have side effects that affect their ability to do daily. Well, you're literally giving them COVID-19 to fight the disease, right? Side effects generally go away in a few days and tend to be mild and temporary, like those experienced after a routine. Okay. After those experiences after routine vaccinations, yeah, I figured it would literally just be, you're being exposed to a fucking virus. Even if you don't experience side effects, your body's building protection against the viruses that cause COVID-19. Pain, swelling, tiredness, headache, chills, nausea, fever. Yeah, that's like standard for like a a virus like that?
Who's telling you to take down things
Yeah, it was
that talk
people.
about vaccine side
It
effects?
was people in the Biden administration. I think it was, I wasn't involved in those conversations directly, but I think it was.
How difficult is that to not be involved in those conversations directly? There's clearly, you're moderating at scale that's beyond the imagination. The number of human beings you're moderating is fucking insane. Like, what's a Facebook?
Okay, the number of human beings that you're moderating is fucking insane. That's probably why they're going for AI, so they could fucking fire every one of their moderators.
That's like to try to get a human being that is reasonable, logical, and objective that's going to analyze every video. It's virtually impossible. It's not possible.
A human being to analyze fucking 3 billion people. Yeah, come on, man. That's the point. AI can easily do that. You can actually just have AI do it. That's the entire reason why Meta wants to push AI so bad to the point where they're okay with publicly announcing that they want to roll out AI accounts. That's why that I have literally had reports where I'm trying to report scams on my fucking Facebook algorithm for Reels, and they're like, nah, you know what? That's not against the rules, which is fucking unbelievable to me.
Have you been scammed online?
Jim Jordan and the House had this whole investigation and committee into the kind of government censorship around stuff like this. And we produced all these documents, and it's all in the public domain. And basically, these
Where?
people from the Biden
Where are the documents?
administration would call up our team and like scream at them and curse, and it's like these documents are, it's all kind of out there.
Did you record any of those phone calls?
I don't think we were, but I think
Yeah, why wouldn't? How do you? Okay, you didn't record any of the phone calls. Is crazy, and it's crazy to say that the Biden administration is cussing and screaming at you guys. So you keep watching this, and he effectively just says that they were forcing him to do it, like they were like making him do it, but it doesn't really make sense because he doesn't go into detail as to how or why. It's not like they had a fucking gun to his head. It was still a private company that he owns. Like he owns Facebook. He's the CEO of Facebook. Meta, you know, there's no reason why he should just say okay and just like agree to everything that they tell him to do if that's the case. It's really not like they threatened his life, and if they did, why wouldn't he just like come out and say that they were like doing that? Like if they were a legitimate threat to his business, why wouldn't he just expose that, honestly? I don't know. That's kind of fucking weird. I think he's just flip-flopping. I really think that he should hold himself accountable because he's not holding himself accountable whatsoever for the censorship on his platforms. I really don't think that the censorship was a good thing. At the same time, I don't think half the shit that Republicans say are fucking good things. But I digress. So effectively, I think Mark Zuckerberg is a huge cuck for conceding in his obvious values. He obviously valued the censorship. He obviously was on board with it. It's not like the Biden administration had a gun to his head. He definitely had a play in it. I think it's pretty apparent. I can't guarantee that, obviously. I'm not, sneaking up on him or nothing, I'm not Iron Fist coming up behind a good old Iron Man, giving him some punches to the back of the head and another idiot to punch. I 100% believe that he wasn't like forced to do all the censorship, and I don't think it was just completely out of his control. He definitely should hold himself accountable for it and like apologize, I guess, if he's going to be flip-flopping. But I really think it's pathetic that he didn't stick to his guns and just keep doing what he believed in, obviously, because he clearly believed in the censorship to a capacity. Yeah, I think Mark Zuckerberg's true intentions is that like he wanted to continue the censorship and he just felt like he had to flip-flop because Trump won the election. I really think he's kind of a huge pussy for coming out and saying all of this and not like taking any accountability for it whatsoever. He's also just going to keep rolling AI stuff out, and it's just going to be AI until we're just effectively all out of jobs. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Goodbye.
Have you been scammed online?
Complete.